Hello friends, this is Sagar Burde. We are dealing with electrical drives. In the previous session, we discussed the selection of motor power rating and then thermal modeling of motor for heating and cooling. We saw the heating and cooling curves and we discussed the convection and the what we can say the heat absorbed in the machine is equal to heat developed minus heat dissipated to the surrounding medium. In today's session, we will be discussing about the classes of motor duties in electrical drives. So, as per the International Standard 4722 in the year 1968, it categorizes various load time variations which encounter in the general practice. The first one is continuous duty, short time duty, intermittent periodic duty, intermittent periodic duty with starting, intermittent periodic duty with starting and breaking, continuous duty with intermittent periodic loading, continuous duty with starting and breaking, continuous duty with periodic speed changes. We'll see one by one what exactly it means. The figure is shown for continuous duty class of the electrical drive. It says the motor operation at constant load torque for a long duration is enough for the motor temperature to reach its steady state value. This duty can be characterized by a constant motor loss. Few applications include paper mill drives, compressors, conveyors, centrifugal pumps, fans are some of the examples where you can classify the duty as continuous duty. Next, the second one is short time duty. The figure is shown for short time duty, for the class of short time. Here, the time of drive operation is less than the heating time constant. So, machine it is allowed to cool to the ambient temperature before it reaches the heating value, means that the highest value of the machine, and again motor is operated. Here the machine can be overloaded until the temperature at the load time reaches the maximum permissible limit. Few examples include crane drives, drives for household appliances, turning bridges, valve drives, and etc. So you can imagine that for a crane, you are not picking up a load and you are continuously you are picking it up. You are just pick it up and place it to the other place. You can imagine the load is there on the drive for very short duration of time. Third, intermittent periodic duty. Now in this category, the periodic duty cycle which consists of a period of running at a constant load and rest period. Here, neither the duration of running period is raising the temperature to the steady state value, nor the rest period is sufficient to cool it down to the ambient temperature. So it is in between the ambient temperature and the steady state value, and the temperature rises in between that. It is not reaching the highest value nor reaching the ambient temperature. Here the heating of machine during starting and breaking operation is neglected. Few examples where the application include the pressing, cutting and drilling machine drives. So these are the examples where the duration of on and rest period are lesser than the maximum and minimum limit respectively. Next, intermittent period duty with starting. So previously we neglected starting and breaking, but in this case we are considering it. So this is the duty where heat losses during starting are not ignored. Previously we ignored that. Here we are considering the losses due to the starting. Now this period consists of, so from this end to this, it consists of a period of starting, this one, a period of operation, this one, a constant load, a period of operation at constant load, and the period of rest. So you can see it is starting, running, rest. These periods are too short for the respective steady state temperature to be. Again, either it is not reaching the steady state temperature nor it is going to the ambient temperature. Here in this duty, heating of machine during braking is neglected. Previously we neglected both braking and starting. Now we consider the starting but neglected the braking. Few examples are metal cutting and metal drilling tool drives. Next, intermittent periodic duty with starting and braking. This is the periodic duty where heat losses during both starting and braking are not neglected. The period consists of a period of starting, you can see here starting, a period of operation with constant load, this one, then a braking period up in opposite direction, and a rest period, this one. So again starting, operation with the constant load, braking, and a rest period. Some few examples include billet mill drive, then manipulator drive, and some blooming mills, and few of the machine tool drives are examples for intermittent periodic duty with starting and braking types. Next, we have continuous duty with intermittent periodic loading. Here in this category, it consists of a periodic duty cycles which includes a period of running at a constant load and a period of running at no load with normal voltage across the excitation winding. You can see here the load period and no load period are very short for the respective temperatures to be reached. This duty can be distinguished from the intermittent periodic duty by the fact that a period of running at a constant load is followed by a period of running at no load, but previously it was rest. So few examples are cutting, shearing, and drilling machine drives are examples for this case. Seventh one, continuous duty with starting and braking. It consists of a periodic duty cycle which has a period of starting, a period of running at a constant load, and a period of electrical braking. So here there is no period of rest. The main drive of the blooming mill is an example for this duty cycle. Last one, continuous duty with periodic speed changes. It consists of a periodic duty cycle having a period of running at one load and speed and another period of running at a different speed and a different load. Again, both operating periods are very short for respective steady state temperatures. Further, there is no period of rest. In the next session, we will be discussing about the performance of DC motors, the starting and braking of a DC motor. Then we will be discussing about different controlled rectifier DC motor drives. Thank you.